Alright, welcome back everybody to my personal journey. I'm trying to turn 1k into 100k with the help of crypto and different projects with DeFi, with forms, yields, investments, token holdings, trading, you name it. Before we get started, this is not financial advice, a small disclaimer, do your own due diligence. Thank you, let's jump into it. So it's been a very interesting week. I'm not sure if you know, my last status was I bought POP at $175 around this part, and look what happened next. It just went down and down and it kept going. Like, I was not worried around this part. I felt like 100 would hold the lines pretty well, but I had to be completely honest with you. I basically shat my pants when it started going below 50. Like, can you imagine? I actually bought 175. I did the rookie mistake. I had FOMO, the fear of missing out, really common mistake. And then I sold. I bought at the top, and I knew that the only way that I was gonna lose money on this is if either I was gonna get rug pulled or if I was gonna sell it at the bottom. You know the meme saying that buy high and sell low. You shouldn't do that, and I didn't. I was definitely not gonna take a 90% profit loss over a weekend on something that I fundamentally optimistic about when I think about pop finances, development stuff, or when I think about the utility of the value of the token and the tokenomics, the supply and everything. I do have faith in this, so I kept it. And what happened next? Yeah, people came to their senses and they were able to buy and accumulate new tokens, and we actually rose to back to 100 today, and it's been sliding a little bit down, but I'm not too worried about that. Anything above 75 is good, and that means we're in the profit. Meanwhile, what Polybap has been doing, it's been staking. It's not sitting around. It's I have it in my pool, which is the POP one with a very good APR. We have 2.4 gains per day. It's gonna be staked in POP. What we're going to do is compound. As you can see, we currently have 14.6 pops. So basically I can harvest or I can compound. I'm going to compound that so it have more pops. This way I'll have more returns. I'm going to set the gas price to 3. This way it's going to be much higher because it's on Matic network. It's still only cents. So I'm not too worried about the cost of this one, unlike in Binance Smart Chain. So now we're going to click on compound, and we'll see this change sometime soon. The transaction got confirmed and we now have 15 pops. Now when we're looking for the value, because it doesn't have the USD dollar value, we'll go to the VFAT tools and we'll do it the old way. And here we can see the amount of tokens we have and how much they're worth in American dollars. I know it's a little bit tricky, but the visual user base isn't quite there yet. So $1,260 worth of pops. I'm very optimistic about it, and let me explain why. When we look at the tokenomics, the max supply is 31,000. It's only been minted 11,000. So how does pop come from? It comes from this very same pool. You stake pop, and this way that's how you mint it, by staking it. When you have a limited supply of 31,000 and the next after that's done, the new utility will be called multi-layered farming. You'll use the old pops to actually harvest the new token. So it's still going to be used afterwards as well. Because it's a brand new project, it's only 3 days old. We are pretty much at the start. And yes, I had a very, very unfortunate timing regards when I entered, but fundamentally the tokenomics do make sense to me, so I'm going to stick to it. Do I like the design of this? No, not really, not all that much, but with the small market cap, with the small supply, I think it has potential to grow more, and I like the staking yield. I also like the fact that they're being confirmed by Rocktalk, that the owner did a KYC, a verification with the driver license, and I consider Rocktalk a pretty trustworthy source. So to the finances, I have to say it wasn't looking all that good yesterday. So the reason why I have the mentions of the same day in a few times is because the fluctuation was that high. At the lowest, My original investment stack of 975 was worth only 400, so that wasn't very good. But I knew there was no point in panic selling at that point. I held true, and it slowly grew back, and now we are at 1260, which is perfectly okay. We are still in green, we're still in profit. We made $300 since our start, and this is crypto. This is highly volatile, and as you guys probably know, Bitcoin in itself has been actually dipping pretty hard itself as well, so it's to be expected. Like, Bitcoin is 34,000, and that's just what it is. So that is why we are still working on the Polybap and just trying to grow this into something bigger and better, and we'll see how that goes. That's my status update for now, and good luck on your grind, and I'll try to do a bigger report maybe tomorrow. In the future, my idea is to definitely add some safety. I can't keep everything in the same place. We need a risk assessment. I've always said that this is a 10 out of 10 risk. This is extremely risky project, and you shouldn't go 100% into that. You also need to diversify your portfolio, but because my portfolio is so small, I'm currently not doing it, but it's definitely something in my mind. Yeah, I think that covered it. Again, not financial advice, and do your own due diligence. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe.